Mr. Bill O'Reilly, welcome to the program. I would have bet that you were going to talk about the Rittenhouse trial today as the big story of the week. Maybe you do, but now that we have the Build Back Better bill passing, what's the biggest story of the week?
Well, that is. It's pretty stunning that no Democrats in the House of Representatives don't understand how corrosive this bill will be for the future of the country.
Right.
It doesn't have anything to do with ideology. All it has to do with is economics. So I had a guy named Graham Allison. Do you know who he is?
Graham Allison. I know the name.
All right. He's the best expert on China in the country.
Okay.
He's a dean at the Kennedy School of Harvard. Where, Beck? I have a degree.
I know.
There you go.
I know.
And I said to him, Dean, look, China is not going to cooperate in any of the green technology. They're just not going to do it. All right? And they're going to spew as much gunk into the air as they want. And nobody's going to be able to stop them. Isn't that true? And he said, yeah, it's true. Okay. Now, if you look at this bill, this $2 trillion thing, about 40% of all the money the federal government hopes to spend the next 10 years goes to green stuff. Now, I don't have any objection to research and development. I think that's good. That if you want to get electric cars that people can afford and work, okay. And solar panels and windmills, and okay, as long as it works, as long as it's affordable for the folks. But to just dump money into theoretical, well, we're going to clean up the planet and save everybody. It's just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It's garbage. And the second thing is, again, I'm directed at the Democrats who vote for this bill because not one Republican did. Do you not understand there's no oversight here? That no one is watching the blanket money? Do you not understand when you send hundreds of billions of dollars from Washington to the individual states, that some of those states are going to use that money poorly? Where's the setup? Where's the responsibility for making sure that the money is spent to help the American people? Where is that? Is that a hard thing? It's not in there. There's no new committee or new agency to watch where the Build Back Better money goes. So what do you think is going to happen with the Build Back Better money? Haiti, one word. So you've got these people. This is what rankles me the most. They get elected to Congress. They're supposed to be representing their districts. In the districts, there are human beings living. Do you think they really care? What they care about is getting reelected to Congress. And Pelosi goes around saying, you better do this. You don't do this, we're primarying you. We're bringing somebody in to kick you out. And they go, oh, don't do that. I'll do whatever you want. And that's where we are.
So this is wildly unpopular yet on Build Back Better in West Virginia. It's wildly unpopular. I don't have the numbers in West Virginia. It goes to the Senate next. Manchin and Sinema are the only ones that are a chance of voting against it. Do they?
It depends how far they whittle it down. See, what Manchin and Sinema are going to do is go in on the $2 trillion, get it down to 1.5, and then declare victory. That's what I think is going to happen.
But it's not, Bill, as you know, it's not the money as much as it is this is a software bill. This has all of the tools they need to shut down the oil and gas and coal industry. Yep. It has everything. It's not the money. It's the software.
No, but Manchin and Sinema, in order to vote for the bill, because they're so publicly skeptical of it, they need a justification to vote for it. And so the justification is going to be, we got the thing down from $2 trillion to $1.5 trillion. So we're heroes, and you should like us. That's a calculation Now, Manchin himself, if I were him, this is what I would do. I would jump parties right now, and I'd vote against that bill because this overarch bill, changes the government forever.
Forever.
And we become a nanny state, which is what the progressives want. Now, you can revoke part of it next year when Americans will be suffering terribly economically this time next year, and they'll throw the Democrats out in a lot of places. But the nanny state, with all of this money, is now going to be so firmly entrenched, telling you what to do, when to do it, and then for a large part of the population, giving them money, buying their votes, so they don't have to go out and really be self-reliant at all.
So the economy, I think, is going to be in such bad shape. And with this Build Back Better bill, the sugar in it is all of the programs where they're giving people money. And the Republicans are going to be voting on, they killed the country, they did this, and we're going to reverse what they're doing. And the Democrats will be able to stand on, they want to take away your child care. They want to take away your subsidies. They want to take away all of these things that you need now more than ever. And I think they'll get a lot of people to vote that way.
Sure, they always have. But there are more people who want to earn their own way and who see that they don't maybe understand it the way some people do, but they see this is not good. Not good for them, not good for their families, even if they're getting a little bit more in the child care arena or the home, whatever it may be. They see it. But the real clincher is when people suffer, when people are in trouble financially, all the other theoretical garbage goes out the window. And that's what's going to happen to the working people of this country. And then when these onerous taxation rates come in, that's going to just wipe out any kind of development, any kind of hiring, expansion, done. And then all of the taxes that the corporations are going to pay, more taxes, that'll pass on to the consumers. So you're going to have a triple whip on people. You're going to have inflation, which you have now. All right? Then you're going to have higher pricing on top of the inflation because the corporations are going to pass it along. And then you're going to have fewer jobs because the expansion.
That's the definition of stagflation, isn't it?
Worse than that. Worse than that. You're heading into an area, and again, this is by design. The progressive economists know this. They want to run the economy from Washington, the entire economy. If you break down the capitalistic system and people are desperate, that's how that can be accomplished. It's the only way it can be accomplished.